Okay, we are live, Karina. I'm just going to go ahead and recap the question you asked me, and then we'll go from there because I think that's a great starting point. You asked, we have the book blast happening. It's a group, and you are creating a post through your MC thriller. That's a motorcycle thriller, romance. And you wanted to know when you start posting on that thread how people are going to find you, and readers specifically are going to find us. And this is where Goodreads has a couple things happening. Whenever there's a group created, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share, and I'm going to show you what's happening on Goodreads that a lot of people aren't familiar with, because this is behind the scenes Goodreads stuff. Let me confirm that I'm screen sharing properly here. Okay. So I go over to communities and I hit groups, and all my groups come up. Now right here, you have my groups. You have featured groups, groups reading my 2 read books, recently active groups, official groups, and group categories, groups wherever you are located. That's my hometown. But right here is browse by tag, and this is why you want to tag your group when you create one. Anytime somebody browses, and I can grab anything here, they will go through and browse whatever's active, whatever's available. And you can see it here. These are a list of all the information here. So you can go through and see all the groups. So people can randomly, like I'm going to grab genre-specific review groups. I'm going to grab that group. And now I'm in this group. I have no idea who these people are. I have no idea what this group is about, but I was still able to find it. So that's one thing. Anytime you create a group, it automatically has a section where people can see your group. So that's one way readers are finding you, is through the group search.
with the tag you have for Book Blast,
yes.
So that is your group. It's called Book Blast, and you were tagging all of these genres onto your group.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Got that.
Okay, that's one way. The other thing is something called feature groups. And this one is a hit or miss. I applied a couple times for featured groups, and it did not pan out because the competition is high. But when I was looking at Goodreads groups just now, there was a section that said featured groups. You actually submit your group for review through the official Goodreads group page. And if they like it, if it's promoting a strong community, there's a lot of stipulations that they have on that, recommendations or requirements, then that will be actually featured there. That's another way. And of course, the strongest way, and this is the one I put the most money on, is word of mouth. Word of mouth is like an author's gold. If you can generate word of mouth, it is huge. And that's how the cyber convention grew to be what it is now, is word of mouth. So that's honestly the most powerful. That is absolutely, that is our gold. And that is what's working. That is what's generating. And that falls back to me not marketing the Brain to Books blast and making a big hype about it until now, today, a few minutes ago, when I sent out 10 letters to everybody letting them know, okay, so the book blast is happening. This is the details you need to know. Come and join us. That just plugged out to, I probably hit up 2,000 people. And that's with all my channels. That's my platform. Those 2,000 people all have friends, and they're going to branch out to their friends. And only a percentage of those are going to come back and say yes. Now, all my platform also has readers in it. So that's also going out. And of course, you have the Cyber Convention, which is fresh in everyone's head from April. So that might generate, and that's where the Brain to Books brand comes in. This is where branding is important. They hear that Brain to Books name and they go, oh, they're at it again. Let me get in on this. And that's where, again, that word of mouth really gets rolling. So that's primarily where everything comes in, is that word of mouth, the featured, and the group search. Now, regarding the book blast, anytime someone posts their information or sends it to me to post on Brain to Books, in turn, I send them a banner that they put on their site and throughout everything that says, post this to your website, spread it around social media, get the word out there. And that's part of that word of mouth. So that's other marketing tools we use.
Okay, but how would word of mouth work for me? Forgive me, it's like I say, I've been on a hiatus from have a place where you do stuff.
Yep.
So would it be an author status or a member status? Because of course I have both.
You would want, you want everyone. You want readers, authors, members. You do not want to limit this to authors. And at one of my letters that I sent out, it states, readers, please pardon the backstage review of this letter. I can't remember the wording. We're trying to put together some events for you this summer. And then later on, I say, readers, you are invited to this. We have games, prizes coming up, and giveaways and sales. So absolutely tap into your readers. Absolutely. Do not exclude them from any of these events.
You can do this from posting a status direct from anyone who's following you.
Yes, that's correct. On Goodreads, there is a status, and they hide it. I'm going to go back to screen share, and I'll show you where it is. It is very well hidden. I'm sorry? All right, Karina, can you hear me? I'm not sure if the camera froze. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through and show. And
yeah, I never knew there was a status, like you say.
There it is, right here. I think add a general update. There's one spot under currently reading. This is Goodreads home, and then there's author dashboard. Okay. Currently reading.
This is your author dashboard under currently reading.
Under currently reading, there's general update. That right there is your.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Post update. Like I said, it is insanely hidden, and this is add new book and add general update. Now, where it posts, if I go to view profile. Okay, we're going to slowly go through this. Okay, so we have fast stats here regarding the author. This is my bio page that gives a little bit of information about me. We have Ask the Author, the books, the blog, which I have synced to my website blog, upcoming events, my writing so that you can sample the writing Angela is currently reading, recent updates, and there it is. Hello world.
And there it is.
And again, this is where, this is where it's really, where people are not seeing this. It is getting missed. And then you have quotes, but right there under Angela's recent updates. That is where it goes. If you know to look, it's there. And I think that's really it, is people don't know to look for it. It's just not high visibility.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If it's hidden like that and people don't see your updates, your statuses, how are they going to know about the event? Book Blast?
What I do is when you create an event, there is an option there at the bottom that says invite and share. That is your gold. I can easily invite anyone from a group. I can create a group and I can invite out to any of my peoples. I can invite in the group. I can invite in my own profile, and it links to my Facebook account so I can invite my Facebook peoples on Facebook and bring them over. I also create an event in my Brain to Books Facebook page, my author page on Facebook, my Google Plus page, and Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, not Twitter. And I send those two things out. And then in those, I state, please note this event is on Goodreads. And the people come in through those portals and they are redirected to my Goodreads. That is how I tap into those.
As a member of the event, can I share your event?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is another one of those.
All the followers.
Yes.
To all the followers, my followers on Goodreads.
Yes. I'm going to screen share again because this is a question that comes up a lot. And finding this is just downright difficult. So I'm going to go back to homepage. Okay. I'm going to hit on my author profile. I'm going to show you there's two places you can do this. So I'm on my author profile again. We're going to go down to Angela's events. I'm going to click on my Fire and Lies release party, which is here. And if you go down, will you attend this event? Currently received email updates. invite people right there.
Okay.
It's that microscopic little thing right here, invite people. So I hit it, and there it is. Now, when I set up any event, I have the option to say, yes, I want someone to, I do allow people to invite. I can turn that feature on and off. I always turn it on, always. I'm going to go to a group that is not mine. Here is Shut Up and Read. Beautiful group. Absolutely recommend this group. I'm going to go down and see if they have any events. And if not, I'm going to find a group that does. No events. Okay, so right there, it says create a new event. So I can create my own event with this group. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to go to events under community. And now I can search. So we're going to just randomly, I'm going to grab any event. Okay, once I figure out how to. There you go, find an event. So let's type in fantasy. There you go. I'm going to just randomly hit on anything. And this one does not allow it. And it will show up right in this area. If you can invite, it will show it right in here. So you do not have to create the event to do it.
Yeah, so basically I go onto the event and I look for invite people, and I can invite all my people then to your event.
That's right. That is right. And if you can't, you can create your own event under your profile. This is the other option to do this. It says create event. Let's see here. Somewhere. Okay, right here. So you can create your own event and then link it into somebody else's. And by that, I mean, I'm trying to find a way where I can just click create event, but I don't see it here. You can, let me kill screen sharing here for a second. And then that way I'm focused because I'm not. Okay, there we go. One of the things you can do is go to profile, create your own event, and then state this is the event, copy, cut, paste everything right off of the event you want. And then underneath it, give the link to the actual group. And there's a group location or a location, where is this? And that's where you provide that link. And that will redirect people to the proper location. So if it's
that's a long-winded way of doing it, isn't it?
Long-winded way, yes. But there is a way you can, as I said, you can go through the shortcut way if the moderator has allowed sharing. You can go through and share the event in that slot where I showed you. But again, that's contingent on whether or not the moderator allowed sharing on the event. And I always make a point of saying, yes, allow sharing. So, and if not, then I really need to make sure I check on that and confirm.
So the events that don't allow sharing, I don't think the moderator will be too happy with you if you created your event and linked on.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, if they disable sharing, there's a good chance they did not want sharing to happen. Now, something like the Brain to Books Book Blast, underneath it says events. No events have been added to this group yet. Isn't that funny? It is an event, but I actually haven't created any events. So this is an instance where you guys are more than welcome to create a new event and blast it out. Again, that is the long way. So I'm going to go over to, let's see here. I'm going to go over to my home profile page because that is where it shows the event, an event. And just to confirm here, actually, no, I am seeing where I haven't created an event. So I'm going to go ahead and create an event because I haven't created one yet, which is rather interesting. And that'll be a great opportunity to show everyone how to do so. Apparently,
it is rather strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So let me go ahead and do that now, actually. So you'll get to see how this works. So I'm going to go to groups. I'm going to pull up the corresponding group. Brain to Books Book Blast. Okay, and I'm going to go down. There's discussion boards, events, No events have been added to this group. And I think this is one of the difficult things with Goodreads is if you look at how close and how small the print is. If you have small or difficulty with eyesight or strained with eyesight, this is something that Goodreads, it's very difficult. So I'm going to hit create a new event. And there you go. So our event is on July 1st. And I always start it at 1 a.m. because I don't know how to figure out time zones. End date.
That's EST then?
Yes, yes. And it's always EST. EST is the standard internet time zone used.
Okay.
This is going to be military time, so I need to change that to 24 hours. Okay. And last day to RSVP. I hate doing RSVPs, so I'm going to go ahead and just put it to the last day of the month. Okay. And we're going to name the event now. Okay. And the venue place. I'm going to go.
So is this event is inside Brain to Books Book Blast?
Actually, this is the Goodreads takeover, and the Book Blast is an additional event on brain2books.com. You can basically Brain to Books blasts out a quick promo all at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at brain2books.com. And that stays there. Well, it's up there for all infinity until the internet crashes. So that's okay. And here's a description. So I'm going to quickly jump over here and pull out a description. So they are two separate events. The takeover and the book blast are in correspondence, and that will be. Let me see here. There we go. And that'll be working hand in hand with each other. There we go. All right. So there's the description. Okay, and we're going to send a reminder. I like sending them one day before. List this event in the public listing. That right there is your gold. List this event in the public listing until the event date. Anyone in this group can send invites to this event. That is checked off. And I don't do email me when guests reply because for a Brain to Books events, it gets crazy. So we hit save. And now I get to invite peoples. And I have friends, group members, which of course the group members are already there. And I have 5 pages of friends. I don't like doing Facebook because I've already got the event on Facebook, ironically, and it's already blasted through Facebook. So I'm going to do instead here. And this is something weird. I have to go through each one of these pages.
These pages you say are groups you're in?
These are my friends. These are my friend list.
Oh, just friends.
Yep. The group members will only go out to the 60 who've already joined the group. I want to reach the people who haven't. So this is going out to everybody else. There's the message optional. I'm going to skip it because the invite's kind of common sense. I'm going to hit invite now. And that's blasting out now. And it's all set. So now when people come in, your response is currently yes. Right there, who is coming, invite people right next to it. So now, if you'd like, head on over to Goodreads, and you should be able to invite people when you look at the event.
Cool.
And I'm going to kill the Hangouts or the screen share now. Okay.
I have, do you want me to go into Goodreads now and see if I can do it?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Just bear with me.
Nope. Yep. You're fine. No, this question I get a lot.
Okay. I was going to say that I have never seen a Goodreads event advertised on Facebook. Never.
Yeah. No, it's not something you really have to think to do that one. It's not something, because when you're on Facebook, you're thinking Facebook. And then you go over to Google Plus and you're like, okay, these are Google Plus events. Well, I'm not hosting an event on Google Plus, so why would I put it on Google Plus? And if you look, it says what's the URL and where's this located. So I'll go to every one of my platforms and I'll type in, well, it's taking place on Goodreads, and here's the Goodreads URL. Yeah, I'm sending this out through Google Plus. And that's actually how all of this got started. I was on Google Plus in a group, and we were coming up with marketing ideas, and I came up with a cyber convention and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, and I was on Google Plus, and one of the questions we had was, how do we organize this many people? And they're readers. And I went through all the platforms and I said, you know what? Goodreads is the best candidate for this because the readers are already there. So if we don't get them, they will find us as well. So yeah, let's do Goodreads. So I was working in Google Plus, arranging everything and feeding people from Google Plus over to Goodreads. And I'll tell you, no, that was the first realization of the complexity of Goodreads when I saw everyone going, oh, Goodreads. And it's like, yeah, that's the complicated platform again. That's where it's not cut and dry like the other ones. It is its own creature.
Okay, let's see if I can. Maybe you've sent me an email. I can do it quicker.
No, sure. Let me go ahead. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and send the events. Let's see here. There should be a chat. Let me see. All right, here you go. I sent you something in our sidebar in the Google Hangout chat.
All right, let me go back to that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, clicking on link. That was quicker. Okay. You know, it's been so long. I have no idea how many followers, or what do you call on Goodreads? Followers?
Yeah, they're not really followers. They're, I guess, friends,
Not,
like Facebook. They're friends.
Okay. Well, as on the author profile, I'm not actually sure how many I have. We will find out now.
No, because there is fans. There's something else. Let me go over to one of my authors. Let me go. Oh, let me see here.
It's taking a while to redirect.
I'm going to bug Cindy, see if here she is. Let's see here. Okay.
It's redirecting. It's taking forever. Oh, hold on. Something's happening there. There we go. Just plug in that. Okay, so will you attend? Yes, of course. Post an image on your Goodreads thread. Email me when other guests reply. Right, so I'm here and I need to find out where I can share this now.
Okay. To screen share, and I'll see if I can't view it. There should be a green button on your Google Hangouts to the far left.
All right, I've got to go back there. Hold on, I'm on Goodreads at the moment. Okay, back to Google Hangouts screen.
There should be, if you screen drag, there's a, or not screen drag, if you move your mouse to the left, there should be a little menu pops up and there's a screen share, a little green window with an arrow.
Yep.
Select that and they'll give you, yep. And then you'll be given some options, which window you want to share with, which window you'd like to share. And yep. And that should pop it up here and replace your video with the thing. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay.
I can still see you, so do I need to go back down to the Goodreads now?
Can you scroll slightly down on the invite?
Okay.
there it is. Who's coming?
Invite people.
Yep, there you are.
Click on that.
Yep.
This would be interesting to see how many people I can invite.
Yes. And honestly, and this is going out to everyone, if you see this is gold. This is word of mouth. If everyone does this, talk about your wildfire. But this is word of mouth right here. This is it.
Work.
Oh, don't tell me that the hyperlink's not working.
No, it's my.
I'm under pressure.
No, it's overheated my notebook, so it's on a fan now, and it just takes a while to.
And don't do group members unless the event is outside of the group. Don't do group members because you're going to be re-inviting people back who are already part of it.
Okay.
So go to
friends.
Yeah. Or Facebook, whichever. I recommend the larger following, or both. You can go through and redo all 4 of them if you'd like.
Okay, I don't know.
You go to the top and you see custom. Click on custom.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's an option to select all. And that's just going to highlight all on that page.
Okay, I don't know. It doesn't show you how many though. Oh, yes, it does. 63 people.
Yeah. And CK Dawn is already coming. It says already invited. So that's why it's gray. That's why she didn't get invited. So she's off.
But I don't want to invite all these people because I know they're not going to be interested. So I can actually click them off if they're not going to.
You can, yeah. You can. And as far as that just in general, if you think somebody's not going to be interested, if they have verbally said do not do this, or if you know them close enough that they would get irate, don't assume, invite them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, what I do now, this is another thing. This is beautiful. When anyone invites me to anywhere on Facebook or Goodreads, I say yes, because suddenly I have the ability on Facebook. This is kind of a Facebook issue more than it is a Goodreads. I now have the ability when I'm creating an event that I can invite everybody who attended that event, which allows my circle to grow on Facebook beautifully. I've used that so much. I found new authors through that. I found new readers through that, and it's a great tool. And then, of course, I always share the event.
I haven't heard from some of these people for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I said,
keep them. Don't assume they won't go unless you know they're going to be irritated, irate, or they've already put the request in. Invite them.
Yeah. Okay. I think they'll be happy to hear from me.
Yeah. I think all the blasting I've done, I've gotten 2. Please don't blast. And one of them was my brother, so that didn't count. I'm like, this is my work email. What are you doing on my work email? Of course you're going to get blasted.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I don't do that either, because he won't be impressed. Right, so this is from my, I'm just checking which profile I'm on now.
No, just so you know.
This is my personal one, yeah?
It might be, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so I can invite all these people, and then I can go then and sign on to my author profile.
Yep. Well,
and invite.
You know what? I don't know. That's interesting.
Okay. Right. I'll just finish off going through these, and then I shall press the invite button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to invite them all anyway. So where am I looking now?
Scroll down. There will be a message optional, and then there will be an invite.
Invite.
Yeah.
Shall I do a nice little message?
You don't really need to, because the information that you want to send them has already been included in the main invite. You could add a thought this might interest you, or I've been to or I'm going to tilt my little horn here in a minute. I've been to a Brain of Books event, and they are awesome. You'd love this. People will love this. So if you send something like that, you can if you want. It is optional. It's not necessary, and they are going to get the same event that you saw.
Okay, but they might not know anything about it or what's going on.
Yep,
and
you can explain. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What to do now? Okay.
And of course, you might want to mention something about the giveaways, prizes, freebies. Freebie is a wonderful word. They love that F word. When you say freebie, that's
Freebie,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So if you have any sales, giveaways, I do know that my books and C.L. Schneider's are on sale for this event. They're not marked down to 99 cents. I know we have a few giveaways. So there are you can clearly state sales, freebies, giveaways for this event.
Yeah.
And mention maybe summer reads, you know, if you're looking for your next summer read, something like that to market it. And definitely clarify that it is open to everyone, open invitation. I find that without those words, there's question on, well, is authors allowed, or are authors allowed? Is this, are you taking signups, you know? So there's, yes, clarifying that it's open invitation, that's huge. That
Yeah,
really gets a lot done.
Where am I? I've lost my thought.
Book deals, maybe.
Yeah. And a lot of
and I know Patty Jansen is doing a 99-cent deal July 2nd and 3rd. So that's another, and her events are phenomenal. Wonderful.
Jeez, oh no.
And that's also going to be posted in the Indie Pride Day event, so people will see that.
Oh, capital.
Oh, you're all right. Just books, 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 and it's Goodreads. So, yeah. And this is the beauty of Goodreads. You cannot do this with any other platform because Facebook is filled with friends and family. Google Plus, I'm still not sure what Google Google Plus is. It's
What's Google
yeah.
Plus? I like that.
And Twitter, you can't do this with Twitter. So Goodreads is the only one that not only are you doing this massive invite, which you can do mass invites with the other, but these are all passionate readers. Nothing but passionate readers attend Goodreads. That's what it is. So every one of these invites is going out not to a family or a friend. It's not going out to, you know, your brother who loves reading but prefers nonfiction and not fantasy or a particular kind of novel that you write. Certainly doesn't want to read, you know, your memoir. So you are hitting a wider target, which expands that ratio of, you know, let's say 10% of people, no matter where you send out that invite, is going to respond. But if you're sending 10% of that invite to, or if you're looking for that 10% response rate to a group of readers, you're going to get higher results than if you send it out to family, friends, and maybe 5% of that family and friends are readers. So this is where Goodreads just flourishes.
But on this profile, they are friends. So it's basically the author profile that's going out to.
But you're on Goodreads. So by default, everyone here is a reader.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think of it like that. Yeah.
Right, and that's just it. We're not used to thinking of it like that. No, that was something that's very, because we're on Facebook all the time and we're like, oh, every time, and I do it every time I set up an event on Facebook. I go, well, what if they're not into reading? What if they don't like books? What if with Goodreads that's gone? They love books. That's why they're there on Goodreads. So that's something that's definitely, that goes away when you're on Goodreads. That anxiety, that worry. What if they don't read books? why are they on Goodreads? So no, this is where it's really wonderful, a wonderful tool.
So that was all straightforward enough. So later I shall sign out and go back into my author profile and see if I can do the same thing with that.
Yep. And now I don't have 2 accounts. So that's something I'm not certain of. That is, I am curious how that works, because I have I created my profile for Goodreads because first and foremost I'm a reader, and then I upgraded my profile to an author profile. So that is something I am curious about how that's going to work, because I have one sign-in. There is no.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I was back in the Stone Age when that
must have been different. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure either. It'd be good if there's 2 accounts, because you have 2 groups of people, don't you, to invite?
Yeah. Yeah, like on
That's
Facebook.
very strange.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
on Facebook you have your author page, your profile, and then you have pages. And I read in all the Facebook research I've done that they strongly recommend your profile, your profile, and then create your author page and any other page in addition to that. And while I'm on that topic, on Facebook, create a book page, because if you don't, someone else will. This happened to me. I need to get on there now and like do Fire and Lies. Somebody created a Dollar and Shadow book page and a Broken book page for both of my books because they were being talked about. Oh. And great that they're being talked about. It was wonderful.
That's so cool.
It was. And I'm sitting there I was typing a Dollar and Shadow, and suddenly, you know how Facebook has that link that pops up because you mentioned it. I'm sitting there typing and Dollar and Shadow pops up, and I'm like, well, what is this? So I clicked on it and it brought me to this Dollar and Shadow page. And I'm like, I did create this, and Facebook does. If people, they flag it. If your book is being talked about, or if your series, they will create the page to accommodate. Now, here's the problem. I'm the author.
Wow.
I have no control over the page. They actually typed an error. They credited, I used 2 Steps from Hell to do my book trailers. And they credited the music in my book trailer with my author's name. Talk about your legal no-nos. So I went in and I couldn't change it. Oh yeah, no, I put it in there. I let Facebook know. I'm like, this is not the musician. The musician is this, and it's clearly stated on the YouTube video. They messed up. And the post is there that clarifies the music is done by this artist. So yes, absolutely make sure that when you create a book, create a Facebook page to accommodate that book, or they will, and you won't have the control you need over that. I was furious.
Wow, I've never actually. I don't know if they've already done that. I'd be honoured, but of course, like you say, there are so many implications about Facebook doing it yourself. But yeah. I'd be interested to see, because what did you do? You just typed in the name of your book?
When you type in like, and this is funny because I just Facebooked you a message regarding your name and our friendship relationship on Goodreads on Facebook. And I was tagging you, and I had tagged everybody, but when I got to your name, this was the second time I couldn't tag you, and I'm like, why can't I tag? So I messaged you, and I'm like, oh, I'm not her friend. So when you're friends and you type in something familiar, it will tag it. And I typed in Dollar and Shadow because I was talking about my book in a post, and it popped it up on Facebook, and I'm like, there's a Facebook page on my book, and both of them. See, now I'm really worried. I'm like, did they get to Fire and Lies yet? So I need to check to make sure Fire and Lies hasn't been created, because I'm really nervous now. Well, I need to do Zombies from Space. So yes, make Facebook pages. Yes.
I'm going to check. I'm writing this down now.
Let's all go over to Facebook now, because now I'm really worried.
Facebook, and just tag your book and see what comes on, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to screen share, and I'll show you what it does. Let me see here. Google. Let's see. You know you have too many screens open when All right, start screen share. Okay, yeah, so here we are. All right, so we are on, okay. Now let me just check the video to make sure it's on the right screen because I was wondering that. There we go. Okay, hopefully that will stay there and record. Okay.
Right, I'm seeing Fire and Lies now, yeah, the event.
Dollar and Shadow. I don't know how to find pages. I think if I do it this way, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's not there anymore.
No, I'm curious. I'm looking through my groups now, see if it's there. Pages. Let me get rid of that one.
Maybe it's gone.
That is interesting. Now I'm curious what happened to it. I'm gonna have to like play with this. I'll do it later but yeah, I am curious how to find it again. So let me.
Well, I have 8 titles now, so it'd be good to double check and see what's going on with them. I mean, it was talking of something totally different now. It was only a couple of weeks ago I learned about Blasty and was so shocked to find 21 sites that were legally downloading, letting people download my book illegally.
Yeah.
But just 2 of them, there was over 4,000 downloads already of one of my books. And
4,000 downloads?
I was just shocked. I was so shocked.
Wow.
And so learning that, and now what you've said about so I'm going to double check that, but I never heard of that before, of Facebook actually starting a page just.
Mm-hmm. No, that is interesting.
Yeah, shocking, really was.
No, I did find one that discusses that goes over that, where I saw books being blasted out, and you can download any book. It's piracy. There's this one thing I saw that corresponds with this topic where it was on the topic of piracy, and they were saying, well, they say that it doesn't hurt the artist or the economy. Take a look at this. And it was a picture of a famous rapper sitting there surrounded by money and gold. But at the end of the day, he is not the norm. The norm is we make less than 10,000 a year, and we are scrounging to get by. Yeah.
I have lost 3,000 potential readers and sales because of those 2 sites where people have downloaded one of my books.
Wow, that is, process that, people. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, my book, okay, it's on offer now. It's 99 cents. People can't afford to go out and pay 99 cents for a novel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
I'm not J.K. Rowling. I don't sell my ebook for $14.
Yeah.
$15. You know?
Yeah.
I'm an indie author who's not out to make, lots of money, but I'm out for people to want people to read my book.
Yeah,
but this is a totally different subject. You know, we're going off
no,
of the...
no, piracy. I need to do a brain to books conversation just on piracy. Excuse me.
Now, I just wanted to ask about the event itself.
Yeah.
How one actually posts.
Yes. This is huge. A lot of people are asking this very question. So I'm gonna jump back over here. Let me screen share again. And I don't want Google Hangouts. I want Goodreads. Okay. And let me make sure my video is where it needs to be. Okay, there we go. Okay. The day of the event, we have sign up and questions here. We have readers welcome. We're going to be posting. We're going to be creating our own schedule here. So let's take a look at the schedule. I posted it somewhere here. Let me just take a look. Okay, so here's the schedule. I think I'm at 2 o'clock. This is not the schedule. I'll have to take a look again. But let's say it's my time. So I'm going to go ahead and create new topic. And I'm going to write sample test right here. This is where I would write, welcome to my takeover hour, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now up here, I'm going to hit folder and I'm going to go down to my category, epic fantasy. And I'm going to write Libby Chrysler as my name. And then I'm going to hit post. And because it's posted, it's automatically going to go to the top. And this is something we ran into with Cyber Convention. When you post on Goodreads, it has forum scrolling, so that the post that was used the latest gets put to the top. So there it is. And for my hour, as I create it and as I'm working in my post, it's going to sit at the top now. And when my hour is over, and this is going to be strict, when the hour is over, you've got to get out of your post because other people are going to be coming on. So you can see what's active now at a scheduled time, which should fix the problem we were having with the Cyber Convention. And
okay, you've already confused me now.
Okay, that's all right. We'll go through this again. It's okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to use you for an example. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to check your time. You're under here, and I think we're on at 2 p.m. So at 2 p.m. you are scheduled to appear on July 1st. Okay, so July 1st.
But I don't post on there.
Nope. No, this is going to be, I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do. You're going to come right in here, and you're just going to type right here, new topic. Right there's new. And again, this is the insane. Yeah, this is where Goodreads, again, honestly, I think their font is another huge. Their font is really small. It is not eyesight friendly. So right there, you're going to hit new. And then you're going to say, let me do the sample here. I'm Karina Contas. It is 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1 July 2016. And that's when you start introducing yourself. Now you're going to go over to folder, and it gives you a drop down of all the folders. You're going to select which one is yours. And you are MC Thriller, Motorcycle Thriller. I have not yet put that in there, but I will be. So I'm going to instead put you in horror for now. And I will be creating a folder. So there's your horror, and you're typing your name here or your book title. And you're going to hit post. And there you are. Now you're going to have your discussion right here in this room. This is now your post. But if you go out here, let's say I'm a newcomer, I'm coming in late, I can see which category you are now under. And as your hour hits,
there's going to be maybe, let's say, 10 authors that have the 2 o'clock position on their event.
Yes, that's right. And it's all going to be categorized by genre. So I have no interest in the romance genre. So I'm going to scroll down and look for the genre. And you can also You'll have posts right here. Let me go ahead and go over to notifications for a second, and I'll show you. Let me see here. When you have a post come in, there will be notifications here that show you there's conversation happening. Right there, there's one. So that immediately puts young adult at the top. When that came in, that boosted it to the top because this is the one where the conversation's happening. So when people come in, they're going to scroll down and find their genre. And yes, there's going to be a lot of people posting, but it's per genre. So really, you're going to start with finding your genre. I would specifically look at epic fantasy. So I open epic fantasy, and I'm only going to see one person posting in epic fantasy at a time. So unless a person is into every single genre, it's not going to be an issue. And again, you can sort it very simply by genre. In your category, motorcycle thriller, yours is the only one there at 2 o'clock. If other people come in and sign up for a motorcycle thriller, let's say you have 5 people, you are still going to be the only one posting in motorcycle thriller at 2. So the competition
2 o'clock for 1 hour.
That's right. So the competition within your genre is now gone. And you're now, you can argue that you're competing for other authors, but they're of different genre. And personally, I'm of the opinion that you're not competing at that point, because science fiction fans or science fiction authors are not competing against romance readers for airtime.
Yes.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it really could happen for those. Yeah, I guess it could happen, but it's not a complete and total fix to the problem, and I'm not even sure how it might completely fix it. I'm not sure yet. So right now it's just a matter of I'm trying this out to see how it works for the cyber convention. And honestly, that's what I'm doing with the book blast, is I'm using the book blast to experiment with some new ideas I had for the cyber convention. And if they work well for this, then I'm going to be using them for the SciCon in 2017, which is why you see a lot of changes happening right now with the takeover on Goodreads, not Facebook.
Right. This is another quick question, but this is for basically for authors that are doing the book blast. Instead of coming on at 2 o'clock and writing your post, you have it ready and you copy and paste. Is that correct?
You this is kind of, yes, it is correct, but it's not surface what it sounds like. If you noticed when you go in there was no HTML code, there was no one posting. We did that with a cyber convention where we had people going in months in advance and posting. And the first year, 2015, we did not do that. We had everyone posting backstage, and then they moved it to the front. And the outcome was great. We had a lot of activity. 2016, I lifted that and said, you know what, everyone just go ahead and build in the fairgrounds. And I think what was happening, and Chess had this issue where people were coming in and interacting with the author, and she couldn't get rid of readers. She had to tell them, could you please come back during the convention? And they wouldn't go away. she had them coming in and buying her books, so they didn't come back. And I think that's what happened with the SciCon, is so many people were coming in and looking it over months in advance, weeks prior to the convention. And then the convention came and everyone they were done, which was a huge problem. So for 2017 and on, there will be no pre-posting, which is what I'm doing here at the book blast. So some authors need to set up HTML code prior. They need to build their posts prior so that when they move it over to Goodreads or when they get ready for their hour, they're not scrambling and finding images. This is if you are advanced with embedding images and embedding links into images to build your posts. It can take several hours, especially if you have something simple run in the HTML code. So I do have a location set up where people can go and build the post in advance and then shift it over when their hour hits. Or you can save the HTML code to a DCM file or to a DOC file. There's a lot of options.
Now all these letters, you've really gone
I'm sorry.
over my head.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. This is a newbie question because I am totally confused.
Yep.
If I had a copy to a Goodreads,
The video glitched, so the question was broken. Could you ask again, please?
Yes. If I had a copy and pasted message with a link, I couldn't copy and paste that straight into a Goodreads message box and for the link to go live.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
You can.
Yes. And I'm thinking, let me just, I have a vision in my head, and if it's what I think it is, then we're good. If you take your HTML URL, if you take your website address, URL code, http angelabchrysler.com, and drop it into Goodreads. I'm gonna screen share because
yes, please do.
I think we need to screen share because you're asking HTML code, and I get a lot of this. So we're gonna go over to Epic Fantasy, and all these are gonna be deleted. Let me see here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and type HTTP. I can spell my name. All right, there you go. It automatically went to hyperlink.
Oh, wonderful. So the only real problem really is for the graphic that you want to post with the post.
Yes, if you want to, because Facebook allows you to do graphics quite easily.
Yeah.
Now this is HTML code. So I'm going to change this to W. Okay, yeah. Ready? That is embedding it. Now I click on my website address, and it takes me to the same location. That is embedding. That is what it looks like.
What's the difference, though, with just adding a link yourself or embedding? What's the difference?
One looks pretty. That is all. And actually, it does come off as far more professional. The format.
It's a short address, basically.
That's a short code. Let me confirm that everyone's saying it here. That is a short code. Let me show you what a short code is. Again, another question I get here. So Bitly is another huge. Oh, why am I on this? No. Oh, okay, the world is right again.
I use it.
All right, so I'm going to take my web address and put it in here. All right, and we're going to shorten. This is called a short code. They are great for Twitter. That is it. They are great for Twitter because it only allows you 140 characters. So this is a short code. Now it's going to a second. There you go.
Okay, so I have a short code for my book and for my author page for Amazon. I can just type that in without any www or HTTPS, right, you say HTML code. Just type in the short code and it should come up as a live link straight to my book or Amazon page.
You can do either one of these. Personally, I have issues with short codes because usually it takes you to a page to transfer. So if you select on it, it takes you to location A, translates the short code, and then continues. Also, if you look at angelabchrysler.com, and let's say I misspell something like com, you can easily look at that and go, oh, that shouldn't be that, that should be this. And I can't tell you how many times I have corrected URLs because somebody mistyped their name. And I can do that with these. You can also take a short code. Just type in my name here, and I want Google. Let's do that. And there's my web address. You cannot do that with a short code. You cannot do that with a short code. If I take this address and type it in, I will get bit.ly.com. I'm not going to get my web address. So I am a stickler on this. And if an author sends me the wrong address, and it happens so much because we're human and we mistype, I can figure it out. I cannot figure shortcodes out. So when I set up a blog tour, I am strict about do not send me shortcodes, because I just,
okay.
Yeah. Embedding is clean.
So you think it's, yeah. Okay. But here's my problem.
Yep.
Images. How do I put an
images? Let me take a look here. I'm gonna do this the easy way because I have code that's incorrectly added. So let me go here, and this is correct here because you can see my images. All right. How familiar are you with HTML code?
I'm not. That looks so gibberish to me.
Okay. It is okay. It is gibberish, and that's okay. It's okay. All right. I have a. Let me go back over to our group. It does look like gibberish. There is an order to it, and it's not hard. If you know how to work with parentheses in writing, you know how to do HTML code. Okay, we're going to go back down here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and plug that gibberish in and hit post. Okay. Oh. All right, so HTML code works like this. We're going to have the word bold. Now, there's my parentheses. Okay, let's not, there we go. Okay, so there's my parentheses, okay? Code works just like parentheses. That is open parentheses. That is closed parentheses.
And then you have whatever in the middle.
Yep.
There we go.
That's it. And you do that with italics.
But how do you do it with an image?
An image is a little bit more complicated than that. Same thing. I'm going to break this down for you. The quotes are beautiful little things. Okay, yep, I'm not. That was me trying to insert HTML improperly. This right here is a location code. I'll show you.
So you're just typing where the image is online. You're not actually putting an image into the post. You're actually putting a location of where the image is online.
That's right. I messed up here. So I'm sorry. Image search right here is the image. That's the image location. Okay, there we go. This is the URL where you want it to go. So if I take this link out, it takes you to my Amazon page. So if you click my picture, it will actually take you to my page. I removed the location code, but if you click on it, it takes you to my Amazon page.
Okay, so if you want to use that image now on your Amazon page, go back a minute, Angela.
Where would you? Are you
go to your Amazon page?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. See that image there, and you want to use that now in your Goodreads. Would you left click on the mouse?
Right click on the mouse. Yep. It is. I don't know if that's different.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, left or right. No, you're right. Yes, I don't know my left or right.
Yep,
so right click on the mouse.
Yep. Copy image
and
location.
You go to copy image location, and it's that code that you're pasting into your.
That's right.
Oh, cool, Liz.
That is it.
Let me write this down.
And honestly, I have problems remembering which is which. I confuse this link. So this is the link you want to use. Okay, I guess it would be called a destination link. So that's your destination link. And then you have your copy image location. That is it. That's it right there. Now this is your width and your height. So, and you can adjust these. You can play with the width and the height to your heart's content.
Do you have to use that? Doesn't it come on automatically?
It is not automatic, no. And this is the problem. I don't know if it's the problem or the beautiful part of HTML code. Every little thing has to be entered. If it doesn't work, if the link is broken, it is probably because you deleted a very small something little here. When I work on HTML code, I swear, my husband comes in and he's like, "You're working on HTML code again." And I'm like, "I'm not a programmer. I don't do this crap. This isn't what I do." And it's, I'll tell you.
I thought it's just like copy and paste that image location code into your Goodreads post and
no,
abracadabra, it's there.
You need this code right there. You need this jarble there. That is your closed, that's your open parentheses. That is your closed parentheses. This is your open parentheses for image search. This is your closed parentheses for image search. This is your closed parentheses. See that little forward dash for your open parentheses here. You can see it with A right there. The alligator open A in your forward dash A, that's your closed parentheses. So we're back to the basic parentheses again with your bold, bold. Now, you can also, this is called nesting, by the way. The word bold is nested in between B and B. So if I want to do italicize and bold, I can do that. And this is where the nesting gets tedious and important. Tedious. That's an excellent word to describe. I can spell italicize. I am a writer. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
When you italicize, same thing, but you need to make sure the nesting matches up. If you start with I, you must end with I. If you have B as the second placement, it has to be there. These cannot be reversed. This is nesting, and there is an order. Like it's an HTML code is very tedious. Kudos to everybody out there who does this. This is insane. So this is crazy. Like HTML code always astounds me when I realize.
It's so much easier not to use images, basically.
Basically, yes. And this is where Goodreads, when you're on Facebook doing a takeover, you just post it and it goes. When you are doing an image on Goodreads, we are going to be at a disadvantage, and that is something that has come up. Because takeovers, people associate pictures, you post things. It's the good, I honestly, it's learn the HTML code for now. I really wish Goodreads would allow it so that you can just blast it out there and post it. When you are using a Goodreads post, it defaults to text. Do you know what that means? Let me go over that just to make sure, because a lot of people aren't sure what text is. So let's go new post. This is my website. We're going to go down here. You have visual and text. Text is your HTML code. This is what it looks like. Now, on this side, I can type in bold, highlight, Control B, done. But this is the HTML code.
Yeah, that's what WordPress does. You can see from one to the other.
So when I say to somebody, build your post, but what I want is this. That's your HTML code. That is text. When you are in Goodreads, by default, you are in text. This is text. So you can't just type that That's Control V for bold, or the bookmarks comes up because you're in text. This is, I really, really wish Goodreads was in visual like Facebook. So you can just post and it would transfer. The good news is videos can go here quite easily. Let's go over to videos. We can add a video. I'm probably going to add this video that we're talking about right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Video URL. I gotta think here. Okay, here we go. All right, nope, that's not what I want. I want the links. The links are right here. Okay, YouTube page. Here we go. Okay. So, video URL, title, Goodreads, how to. And now I'm just going to hit save. It's not valid. Let's find out why. Because it's a short code. That's why. That's why I don't like short codes. Save. And there it is. There we are.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. And there's our video.
Yeah.
So we have this advantage. This is something I love about Goodreads that Facebook doesn't have. Is now you have this option here right there. So you can still post videos, and I believe more efficiently than Facebook. I don't know, maybe people would disagree. What I like posting it, and it doesn't get caught up in that forum scroll, so you don't lose it. Whereas with Facebook, you do lose it because you have that forum scroll. So videos don't get lost in Goodreads. And that's pretty much, I really wish there was a way we could turn that off so that it's no undo forum scroll, keep that at the top, but I think that's it.
You know, all of this, I mean, it's fascinating, and I hope one day I shall learn it all. But I think for myself, it might be easier for me to do my posts on WordPress, then go to the HTML form and copy and paste what it says.
And we have a lot of people doing that. Where with Goodreads, with the cyber convention, we had a lot of people going in and saying, this is my book, this is who I am. They made it look pretty. They used basic HTML code. Some of them didn't. And they kept it short, sweet, and simple. And keep in mind, that's really what you're going for, short, sweet, and simple. And then we had so many people sending them off of Goodreads, which you can do. They were sending them on a scavenger hunt where they would say, go to my website, go here, now come back here and type in the answer. Or go to my website, read this passage, come back here and type in the answer. And that was one way that they could loop it around, which worked out beautifully. And at the end, whoever posted, some authors were setting it up so that go to my website, go follow the little trail of crumbs I've left for you. When they got back to Goodreads, they had to post something to enter a giveaway. And they'd get a swag pack or an ebook. That was something, which encouraged people to come back to Goodreads after the little crumb trail and stay on Goodreads and then go on to the next one. So that is definitely something.
Yeah, no, I think you've confused what I was saying. To actually, the post that I'm going to do, do it on WordPress. Don't send them to WordPress, but go to the HTML of that post you've just done, copy and paste.
Let's see.
And that's going to go onto my event post.
Let's see if we can do that. I am curious.
Because it's all there.
Yeah.
You do a post of what you want, and your HTML is already there.
Awesome.
You're just copy and pasting that. This is what I'm thinking for me would be the easiest.
It worked. It worked. Okay, let me I'm going to switch back to screen sharing. Oh, this is revolutionary. This will,
Why didn't you think of this?
Because this is how I've been doing things for the last 3 years. And I have little Legos. And I have an idea. Every idea is a little Lego. And I've just been like doing this with Lego. So now I got brain to books. So, all right, let me go back here. This is phenomenal, Karina. Beautiful idea.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go over to here. Leave page, yeah, because that's just Josh. Let's just here. All right, I want to do something simple because I don't want to break Goodreads. Let me try.
Yet.
I'm going to break Goodreads because I would. All right, let's try this. I'm going to hit edit page. See, and I've got a contact form in here, so let me get rid of the contact form when I do this. All right, and I'm in, yeah, this is the gorgeous HTML code. So I'm going to start down here. Center. Okay, yep, that should be it. So let's just grab a little sample. That's a big sample, but okay. All right. I'm scared. Hold my breath. Okay. Wow. Yep.
There it is.
This is it. I just heard the sigh of relief from 300 authors.
I hope so. I hope so.
That is beautiful. Now we have to watch out for something like this. But that's an image. That is my page break. That is an image. Yes. So Karina, we can do that. Oh.
Super. That is what I'm going to do.
Beautiful. So yes, the answer is yes. We can create a post in WordPress or any website really. Get the HTML code text, copy, cut, paste it, and bring it over.
Copy, paste.
Beautiful.
And there it is.
Gosh. No, that's
well, it only took what 1 hour 45 minutes to get there, but we have
we did it. No, that's beautiful. Yeah, let's do that. So that just no, that's huge for me. So all right, so that's HTML code for Goodreads.
Perfect.
I'm sitting here with my little B's and dashes for the last 2 years, and I'm just, oh, that's beautiful. So I'm trying to think, is there any other Goodreads questions? Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that really simplified a lot. That just, like, my brain is scrambling now for the, oh, this is going to make everything wonderful for the cyber convention. Okay. Now I want to go over here to the Brand of Books Book Blast because you invited people. Yep, and it's showing 479 people not yet responded, but they're invited to the Book Blast. So your peoples have already been added to that. So yeah, that'll work out.
My first lot of my people. Now I need to go on and invite the second lot of my people because somehow I have 2 profiles.
And I think that is because you've had the account for so long. And it also may have been
in the Stone Age.
Yeah, prior to the Amazon buyout. And there's also polls. You can create polls. You can invite people to the group itself. And again, it's Friends, Manual, Facebook. Group home. Our bookshelf. Our bookshelf, I believe, is empty, which will fill up once we get people posting their books. And that's the other thing that I love about Goodreads is, let me screen share again because this is important. And I have a lot of people who are unfamiliar with this feature. I say it and people are like, wait, what? We can do that? And they're not sure where. So I'm going to open my post. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to hit add book author. Do you see this? It's very insanely small. search. And there I am. I want the cover. Let's do that. And here's the cover. This is something I have a few people ask me. There's link, and here's the cover for the book. And there's the book cover. So you click on it.
Oh, so again, yeah, that's not using HTML. That's again another shortcut, isn't it?
That's
by
right,
going
yes.
into add author and then add in the book.
Yes,
that's fabulous.
Yes, that is a beautiful feature with Goodreads that Facebook doesn't have. So even though you can't insert image, you do have that right there. And I'm going to say, of course, we're here for the books, which should be the focus. So right there, yeah. No, that does work out beautifully. So you have these options available. I don't know if people know about this.
Perfect.
You can add multiple pictures of your book for people to review
into one post. Yeah.
So you have a lot of options available, which ties into all of this when you are posting on these. I have like a trail of back buttons now I have to select.
My kids are absolutely starving.
That's okay. It's good. It builds character.
Okay, I'll tell them that, shall I?
I think
we could go on for hours here, but I don't know how many people are going to stay watching for an hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, I mean, there's so much more we can go through, and I'm sure I'll have other questions that will need answering. But I think for the book blast, I think this is certainly going to help a lot of authors now and to get ready. And I hope it's going to be as successful as you want it to be now that we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, no, I'm thrilled. This is actually something that's been on my list of to-dos with Goodreads, and a lot of people have come regarding Goodreads. They're going, I don't know, I'm lost. And I have articles that I've written, and there's something about video, especially with screen sharing, that really just it goes up and beyond a simple typing everything out. So this is much more helpful. So I think we're all set here. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. So goodbye, people. And if you have questions, post something, and I will definitely answer it.